So, probably one of the most controversial shows on Netflix just aired earlier this month, 13 Reasons Why, Season 4. Now, I know what you're thinking. I can give you 13 reasons why it probably should have ended after Season 1. So, let's talk about it. So, for those of you that know, this is the final season of 13 Reasons Why, the fourth season. After kind of a weird, in my opinion, unnecessary season 3, it's kind of hard to understand how could you come back from this, from the crazy season 3 finale. Not going into spoilers of season 4, but I will be going into spoilers of seasons 1 through. So, running on the cusp of the season 3 finale, which we find out that Alex murdered Bryson, and basically the whole friend group covers their own butt, basically. And why they decided to go that route in season 3, I have no idea. I'm gonna be real honest with you, I had zero motivation to watch season 4. I was like, what are they gonna do with this season? How are they gonna wrap things up? How are they gonna get away with this without, I don't know, all of them getting arrested, basically. I will say, before I go into any positives of this season, I do not praise the show at all. I am merely in for the entertainment and for the character aspect of the show. Not a huge fan of what they've been doing the past couple seasons. I did like season 1. I liked certain aspects of season 1. I wouldn't say I liked it as a whole, but wasn't a huge fan of season 2. I understood where they were going. Season 3, completely unnecessary. And honestly, I think they should have finished the show after 2 or 3 seasons. But like any other show that's popular, they wanted to make more money and produce more seasons. So with that being said, season 4, what did I think about it? I will say I have a lot of gripes with this season. It's not very organized as it was in past seasons, especially season 1. I would say my biggest gripe about this season is that the whole Bryson murder thing gets kind of pushed off to the side. Like, you think it's growing and it's leading to our climax and kind of like a turning point, and they completely just push it off to the side, and it's not really the focus of them as a whole for the whole season. Kind of weird, kind of not really realistic, if I'm being honest. Producers may have been like, well, we probably shouldn't have done that whole murder thing with Bryson, so we're just gonna throw it off to the side. No idea what they were thinking. Could care less. So that was my only gripe with it, or my biggest one anyway, was that the whole murder thing with Bryson was thrown off to the side. Not really. Like I said, it showed you kind of some rabbit trails where it's like, ooh, where's it going? And then it doesn't really add up to anything in the end. I would say the most interesting thing about this season is Clay Jensen. He is kind of the center of this season. I feel like he was in season 1 and kind of in season 2, not so much in season 3, but I feel like all of these seasons, whether good or bad, they've been kind of leading up to this overarching theme that Clay is mentally unstable. And we don't really see the repercussions of that, or we see the repercussions of that throughout the seasons, but we don't really see a resolution. We don't see what we see here. His parents mention, are you seeing Dr. Elman, I think his name is, and are you taking your medicine? Like, we see little hints of it, but he's not really doing anything to help himself. And that's kind of the theme of this season, and honestly the whole entire series, with Clay, is that he is so focused on other people that he could care less about himself or getting help for himself. Which kind of leads me to my next point. We hear the name drop Dr. Elman, I think, since season 1, and we actually don't see him until this season. But being honest, one of the best parts of season 4 was Dr. Elman. He talks to Clay, he helps him process his thoughts, which is great because most of the time in this show, we've seen Clay kind of just act and not really think about what he's doing before he acts. And when he's meeting with Dr. Elman in this season, it's more so like he's talking through his, not only his emotions and feelings, but also his actions. We get like a little twist in this season, which I kind of saw coming, but we see this little twist in this season where he really starts to come the realization of what he's turning into. and realizing that he needs more help than he realizes, or than he notices, you know. So, like I said, best part of the season for me was Clay, seeing kind of his huge arc. Um, but I would say I have one more really good thing about this season, and that is Justin Foley. He is probably one of the most loved and hated people on this show, right under Bryce. But I hated Justin. I did not like him at all. Starting season one, even into the end of season three, I felt like he never really truly fit in with the whole Jensen family, because I know they adopted him and everything, and he became kind of Clay's brother. We kind of saw that dynamic, but not really. All I'm saying for this season is that it totally comes to fruition, and we really see Justin, kind of his arc kind of fulfilled, and it's honestly really beautiful, and kind of brought me to tears if I'm being honest. Great acting between the actor who plays Justin Foley and Dylan Minnette, who's Clay Jensen. Great acting between the two. I loved their brotherly moments. They were really kind of put into the spotlight this season, more so than past seasons. And that was a huge highlight of the season. I really loved that, for sure. It was one of the best parts of the season. I also think it's interesting that this season comes with 10 episodes instead of the normal 13, which honestly could have done with a little bit less. I feel like this season they try to get to the point, but at the same time they didn't want to do less than 10. They still kind of stretch it out to a point, and like I think it was like episode 4, completely unnecessary episode. Like they go to like some senior retreat. That's all I'm gonna say. But I could have done without that episode. That was probably the worst episode out of the 10. Completely pointless. No exposition. No character development. Honestly, no really plot, to be honest. Probably one of the worst episodes in this season. But besides that, it really kind of gets to the point of all those 10 episodes, and it's through a whole semester. Each episode's kind of like a different milestone in a senior year, which I thought was pretty interesting. And if I'm being completely honest, there's not a huge development on the other characters like Jessica and Tony, and I mean, you hear little things here and there about them kind of progressing as characters, but honestly, the spotlight's not really on them this season. It's mostly about Clay, and which I was fine with, because I feel like the past seasons we haven't really gotten too much into Clay's world, and we really get to see that this season, because he is the main character. And yes, for those wondering, there is a little, what should I say, kind of a callback to the days of Hannah Baker, and a little sentimental moment in the season finale that was really nice, and in my opinion, really well done. So overall, 13 Reasons Why, season 4, pretty good. Like I said, not, the show could have ended season 2, season 3. I'm not a huge fan that it lasted this long, but I am a huge fan of how they wrap things up. The final couple episodes are really well done. The acting is amazing. The character development and the overarching theme of mental illness and all that kind of stuff is really well done. And I just wish I could have done without season 3. I going into season 4, I was like, why is there season 4? B, what the heck are they gonna do because season 3 was so much, it was just garbage. I hated it so much, and so I'm like, what are they gonna do? And like I said, if you ignore the fact that they kind of like pushed aside the whole Bryce murder thing, and kind of just ignore that, it's a great season. Highly recommend it. So 13 Reasons Why, final season, season 4, saying farewell to the most controversial Netflix series of all time, probably. I'm going to get it a solid 7 out of 10. I would recommend it to people that have stuck with the show. For newcomers, I would say watch season 1 and power through season 2, even though it's not the greatest. Watch a season 3 review, or an overview. Don't watch season 3. Hop back into season 4, and I would finish it. It's easy 10-minute episodes. 10-minute episodes, what? Easy 10 episodes. Each episode's about an hour. But the last one is about an hour and a half, so it's a little bit longer. But anyway, 13 Reasons Why, Season 4, 7 out of 10. Let me know what you guys thought in the comments. And as always, I'll see you guys in the next review.